Snipers.
Secure code 6-47.
What happened to the usual guys?
We killed him and stole the van.
Yeah, boss. Gate guards reckons there's no way the weapons got in. They say the place is as tight as a duck's bum.
Check the van too.
Inside, outside, underneath, everything.
Popey, how much?
So 6 million, give or take.
Except someone already took.
OK, you lot, let's go. We've got a crime scene. Superintendent Waverley will be joining us.
Story, son.
Joint task force with armed robbery.
Oh, not those bastards again.
Is Calabrese working on this?
Don't know as yet, Simon.
So if he points another gun at my head, I'll deck him.
OK, everyone, listen up. The boss believes our colleagues in armed robbery could do with our help on this one, so we work with them. Best practice, do not buy into their politics, OK?
I mean, they're crap.
Duncan, you have a bunch of flags on your file already. You cannot afford another one.
Yes, Sarge.
Jarvis would love to fly you a few more.
Yeah, precisely. So stay out of his face. Simon, you stay out of Calabrese's.
Best behaviour, Sarge.
That's right. Best behaviour means best practice. With any luck, you'll have a legitimate opportunity to demonstrate your superiority.
Jesus. What's AGB?
Australian gold brokers. They on-sell gold to manufacturing jewellers.
They always use secure van?
Yeah, most of the time, he reckons.
All right, let's check the security camera footage.
Boss.
Whoever it is, I'm not in. I asked for crime scene, not homicide. What's this?
Interdepartmental cooperation, Terry. Armed rob and homicide. Bill Mulholland wants a joint task force on this one.
Is that right? We'll see about that.
Boss, you better take this. It's Assistant Commissioner Mulholland. Hello, boys and girls.
Yeah, great, boss. Well, I don't understand. Well, I wasn't told anything about it, so...
In at the fourth room, out below the fifth elevated trajectory. And they were seeing that kind of long range through and through once before. It was in pictures, ballistic seminar. Some FBI bloke talking about snipers.
Recreational sport in the States.
All right. Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Righto, Simon. Let's check it out.
Okay, bye. All right. We're going to get into bed with each other. We better work out who's sleeping where, eh? Stan, Want to fire off some memos? Have a little meet in the morning? We'll get the crime scene report in first. Where do you want to meet? Your place or mine?
Oh, mine. We've got electricity.
Door's been forced. Second roof lucky. The shooter was definitely up there. The door had been forced.
What was the range?
Be about 1,000 metres. A bit more, I'd say 1,200.
How high?
44 floors exactly. The trajectory fits.
Sarge, crime scene located a deformed bullet at the warehouse. The bullet went straight through the guy, skidded off the concrete and embedded itself into the ground.
Details?
Well, ballistics are working on that now, but all they can confirm is that it's a high-velocity round. They said they'd have more details for us first thing in the morning.
So, high-powered weapon HV rounds. They knew they couldn't get the guns into the compound, so they came up with a long-range hit.
2 hits. Just took them out.
These guys are pros.
Does Jarvis know about the bullet?
I said I'd pass the information on.
Yeah, we might wait till we get all the details. Matt, see if you can sign that bullet out before the briefing in the morning.
Sure, sir. Anything to help.
All right. Morning, boys and girls, and Carmel. Now, the Assistant Commissioner has asked us to work in a spirit of mutual cooperation, so that's what we're doing. Stan, if you'd like to join us, your bloke's done the death knocks on the 2 stiffs.
Now, the families of the guards were informed last night, yes, sir.
Terry, we're not big on ceremony here at armed robbery, are we, guys?
Not big on clearance rates either.
You right? Sure? Now, this is a big one, even for us. 6 men in gold bullion, 1 missing van and occupants, 2 bad boys with the possibility of help from an inside source. This is the best the gate guards could do for us.
Ebony and ivory, eh?
I want you to get these out to the usual suspects, snitches, fencers, bottom feeders.
Want that gold back, so don't be afraid to kick some ass, kids, huh?
I need to spread it about. It's a lot of weight to move locally, Terry.
So do you. And we don't know what the hell they're doing with it. Do we?
Bingo scene at Sunshine 102. You attended code 12 Montague Street. Vehicles involved, 2 cars and a pedestrian. Sunshine 102, receive that. Marcus en route, thanks. ETA 2 minutes. Coburg 309 to BKC. Marcus code 5, thanks. Melbourne Magistrates Court. Expect to be about 30 minutes. BKC to Coburg 309, received. Crime 751 to BKC. Nothing on our armed robber, the target destination.
That's because they are looking in all the wrong bloody places.
Hill 203 to BKC. Car light.
No bloody clue.
Tasking for my crew, Terry.
Colleagues in Homicide can shuffle the usual papers. Backgrounds on all employees at the bonded warehouses and at Secure Van.
Criminal associations, etc.
Don't get any paper cuts.
Anything from you, Stan?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Terry, small thing, thank you. Crime scene recovered this deformed round, high velocity. The tool marks suggest a high-powered rifle, like the Remington 308 or the Cresta 50.
The shooter would have had to have used a long-range scope. The shot was fired from a rooftop, 1,300 metres away.
Professional. Maybe military?
Quite possibly. If it's all right with you, Terry, we'll follow up on the guns as well as shuffling paper.
You trying to make a mug out of me in front of my crew?
No, Terry, no, I am not. Cards on the table?
That'd be nice for a change.
If we recover this bullion, fine. You can take all the credit you want, but those 2 guards were murdered, and I'm not going to let you or anyone else sideline my team in this investigation.
Fair enough. You follow up the guns and the employees, we'll chase the gold, look after the van. But I'll tell you one thing. You keep that Freeman away from me, okay?
serious men, these. Bit scarier than some menopausal housewife who's had a hot flush and decided to stab her hubby, eh? They're pros. You reckon you'll manage?
You know, you want to start watching your mouth.
Don't give me
around
the
him.
satisfaction, Si.
Come on, Si. If his dick's as big as his mouth, his girlfriend here must be worried.
I don't have to listen to that.
Yeah, I don't have to listen to this smart-ass mouthing off.
All right, guys, forget the handbags at 20 paces. Just calm down. And for your information, Calabrese, there's nothing scarier than a menopausal woman.
Yeah? And when we find these blokes, you might want to reconsider that opinion, Sarge. Okay? Because they're not going down without a fight.
I'm sure we can rely on you to protect us, should the need arise.
Not a problem, darling.
All right, my lot, out, hit the streets. Not you, O'Loughlin. I want you to stay here, liaise. Make sure we all find out what gets found out when it gets found.
Boss, come on.
No argument, liaison.
I'll find you a desk.
Jennifer, you and Simon, backgrounds. Matt Duncan, you're with me. Wilton?
How do you like your coffee? In a takeaway cup, out on the street.
So, Wilton, if you could tell them what you were saying before.
Yeah, about 4 months ago, this army bloke, Lieutenant Jensen, got 5 years for stealing munitions from an army base out west.
What sort of munitions?
A whole bunch of stuff, from small arms to rocket launchers. Definitely worth checking out.
He may have sold our shooter that rifle, or at the very least he'd know who the middlemen in the trade are.
We'll get on it. Thanks, Sarge.
Joy's a heart failure. Get to lie in bed and read the papers.
Linda.
Sorry to interrupt. I left a message earlier.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm sorry, we've been in a briefing, that double shooting, so I turned the thing off. It's been hectic.
Right. Well, you probably don't have time for this then. It's okay, never mind.
No. Come here.
You left these.
Ah.
Susan's term results, remember?
Yeah, I do.
You were going to have a little look at them before the parent-teacher meeting.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 6.
6 o'clock.
Sarge, we... Sorry, Mrs. Wolfe.
Hi, Duncan.
Just give us 5 minutes.
No, it's actually fine. I'm done. Delivery made.
Good. I will be looking at this tonight.
Well, you'll be late and you'll be tired. Just try to find some time before tomorrow, okay? Yeah, and it is important, Stanley. She'd rather you be there.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
See you, Duncan.
See you, Mrs. Wolfe. Duncan. The army guy. Yep. Lieutenant Jensen. I spoke to Correctional Services. They're bringing him over right now.
Okay, good. Let me know how it goes.
No worries.
Do we still call you Lieutenant?
Just Mr. Jensen will do.
A gentleman, eh? But no officer.
What can I do for him?
Were either of these weapons stolen or unsold by you?
Why don't you just check the exhibits list from the trial?
Because I want to see your face when you answer that question.
And if the answer's yes, we have more questions. Like what kind of person does it take to use one of these effectively at 1,300 metres?
A professional. A damn good one.
Even with a long-range laser scope?
You try keeping that dot on target at that distance. It's about breathing, relaxation, absolute concentration.
Original question. Did you sell one of these weapons?
I've already appealed for a reduction of sentence. I stole, so what? No one was hurt. So perhaps you could help me out in that regard.
Someone was hurt. 2 men were killed using one of these. They had families. So how about we do get involved in your appeal? Crank up your charges to armed robbery and conspiracy to commit murder.
Or how about you answer the question? Now, which one?
Thank you. Now, the name of the buyer.
Milos Antonovich.
Who's he when he's at home?
He isn't at home. He's a refugee immigrant. Ex-Serbian militia, very hard nut.
Well, your people have never heard of him.
Most of the people we've been rousting today by throwdowns from backstreet middlemen, you know?
Well, these guys are high-end operators. They needed a high-end dealer.
Yeah, and they found one. According to ex-Lieutenant Jensen, before Antonovich schemed his way into the country, he sold armaments in Europe.
Jensen gave us a location. We've checked it out. Antonovich is there, all right, and he can tell us who bought that rifle off him.
Which I think gives us a lead on one of your 3 robbers, Terry.
But they're bound to have weapons in there.
You won't be scared to use them.
So we handle with care, right?
All right. We want him alive and squawking. We'll get him while he's sleeping. Dawn raid.
Now, the rules say we hand the raid over to special operations, but we can do it ourselves. Our call.
Antonovich isn't likely to be going through menopause, is he?
Right there, Joanna. You're first in, don't muck it up, eh? Yeah, combat advice from a bloody Italian.
Don't worry about him, he's a smart ass.
Yeah, don't need advice from you either.
Positions? Our guys are in position.
Your guys?
Go.
That was a go, go, go.
Please don't move! Please don't move! Police, 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 don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Whoever shot Antonovich, he knew them well enough to turn his back on them.
No sharpshooter needed this time.
Sarge, crime scene have located his weapons stash. Very impressive. Machine guns, hand grenades, thousands of rounds of ammo.
Rifles?
Oh, yeah, 2. The same 2 that were used in the robbery.
There were 3 noted on the register of evidence in Lieutenant Jensen's trial.
So he's got the 3rd one. And Antonovich isn't going to be any help now, is he?
Sarge.
Make sure you sign the paperwork when you log this in.
Yeah. Yes, Superintendent.
I want to cock up the chain of evidence. This links Antonovich to our bullion guys.
So, how did it end up here?
The shape of a boot tread, commando saw, maybe.
Well, how'd you get gold caught in the tread of a boot?
You melt it.
Enjoy your Chinese. Gwen's got lovely roast on.
So Antonovich was definitely killed by one of our robbers. Anything strike you about all this? Big-time robbery, high-end gun dealer, Jarvis's mob not being able to pick up anything on the street.
What, new boys in town?
Could be from overseas, previously connected.
That was a very good thought. I'll get a request off to Interpol with Antonovich's prints and photo. Let them know where he washed up.
Known associates with a history of similar jobs might help.
I'll give Jarvis the heads up.
Interpol, good.
Yeah, I'll pitch the idea of an inside man as the MO.
Good idea. In my experience, job this big, usually inside info's the go. Speaking of which, Antonovich getting himself whacked. What do you make of that?
What, you mean we discover his identity and he's killed before we get a chance to speak to him? Yeah, the thought had crossed my mind.
Next lead we get, Stan. We play our cards a bit closer to our chest, eh?
Oh, yes, hello. Stanley Wolfe here, Susan Wolfe's father. We had a meeting with Susan's teacher this evening. I've been trying to contact my wife, but her phone's turned off, so they're probably already in the meeting. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wonder if you could tell them that I have been delayed somewhat, but I will be there ASAP. Yeah. That'd be good. Thank you. Wolfe? Yeah, Stanley Wolfe. Thank you. Bye.
Morning. Heart starter. Sorry, it's not takeaway.
I'm half as sorry as I am. If I have to look at one more personnel file, I'm going to go blind. I'm used to being a bit more physical.
So how'd you get to armed robbery?
Jarvis recruited her from arson. I asked her around. It pays to know who you're working with.
Oh, yeah? You'd be the one who punched my boss in the face, right?
So there are no matches at all? Okay, thanks. Hey, since we're caring and sharing, I got something. Charles Wicker.
What about him?
Charlie didn't turn up on our first run because he's a subcontractor. Runs a security company. One of his assignments used to be the warehouse that got hit.
Oh, bloody hell.
He's a POM, married, emigrated 3 years ago. AGB security check gave him a clean sheet.
But?
I just checked with immigration. They've got no record of him or his wife coming into the country. As far as they're concerned, he doesn't exist.
Hot shot. Good one.
Nice job, Matty. Looks like a pretty hard character.
He's smart, too, if he slipped past AGB and immigration.
So, what have you got for me?
Bloody hell, what are you doing here?
This is getting repetitive.
Yes, certainly is.
Put them all in pairs, door knocking. Someone must have seen something.
One AR, one homicide in each pairing might be a good idea.
Yeah, good idea. I think it's time to say what we didn't say before.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Wicker's one coincidence too many.
Someone's tipping him off. Every lead we get, they snuff it out, literally.
Well, who knew about our interest in Wicker?
All the Stan's crew.
And Carmelo Lachlan, who could have told any one of your mob.
Yeah, I trust my lot.
Yeah, we trust our people too.
It could have been anyone. They didn't have to pull the trigger. All they needed was enough time to make a quick phone call.
Yeah, well, the shooters got there bloody fast.
Which means they're smelting the gold somewhere reasonably close to the Wicker house.
So we have a more defined search radius.
And we point that out to our rat too, do we?
We're going to have to. But from now on, we need to know exactly where our people are whenever we break any new information. All of them.
Complete waste of time, that door knock. Calabrese just got everyone's backs up straight away. Talk about aggressive.
Lachlan's the same. She's not into the finer points of public relations either.
Yeah, they're into something.
What do you mean?
It means what we're all thinking. Someone's tipping off the people that we're after.
And he isn't one of us.
So do you think?
Freeman. You seen his sheet? More flags on a footy for him.
Nah, I'm for Joanna.
Why? Why?
He's too nice, to be honest.
I suggest you keep them in pairs, mixed doubles.
Already done.
Don't have even numbers.
Well, put Sparks with one of ours then. You do trust Sparks?
Yeah, sure. Okay, mixed doubles. Question is, who's watching who?
Even numbers. It's not a competition, Terry. We've got a problem, let's solve it together. We've already got 5 dead bodies. 7, possibly. The missing security guards.
You just think I care about the money, don't you, Stan? Don't you? You think I don't care about the people that have been killed? their families. I'll tell you something, Stan. I do. I worked homicide. I cared. I cared too bloody much. I cared so much. Money's easier. But you're right, we do have a problem. And, be it yours or mine, we've got to solve it together, so.
Stanley, we got something.
Right, listen up. Interpol have put together Wicker, real name, Charlie Whitmore, and Antonovich, our arms guy. They were involved in a major robbery at Heathrow Airport 5 years ago.
Bullion. Antonovich supplied the weapons. The robbery was a swan song for Whitmore. He disappeared, leaving Britain with 2 million sterling.
And headed over here on false papers. Known associates. Reg Brown and Desmond Acuna, Ebony and Ivory.
Gate guards didn't do too badly with descriptions, eh?
Well, now we've got the real thing, thanks to our friends at Scotland Yard. Brown and Acuna were involved in the Heathrow job. Brown is ex-SAS. Wilton.
Don't forget holidays on the Costa del Sol. You can't afford it, and it's full of pommy criminals. You can place these blokes there several times recently, probably for planning meetings. Last recorded travel for McCartney and Wonder was under alias passports to Sydney.
And then here to pull this job with their old mate.
So Whitmore's military too?
SAS like Brown.
Pros, both of them.
Yeah, pros or not, they still have to stay somewhere. They have to eat.
Precisely.
So, back on the streets, in pairs, wave these around. Someone must have seen the bastards.
Focus on this area here. We believe that they're somewhere reasonably close to the Whitmore/Wicker house.
What's that?
Because that's what we think.
The streets, then. Keep the mixed pairings. Wilton, yours, Simon.
Let's go.
Great source of potassium, bananas. How much of that area do you reckon's industrial? I'll tell you, about half. How many of those industrial premises do you reckon are vacant at any given time?
I don't know.
Then find out. I'll take care of my potassium intake. You grab the yellow pages and make a list of commercial real estate for us to check out.
Why just commercial?
Well, a van's got to be parked somewhere. It's got to be somewhere they can smelt the gold and pack it.
Like a factory or a warehouse or something like that?
Odds on. Hey. Said yellow pages, son.
You can access the yellow pages online these days, Sarge.
Well, bugger me.
Yeah, hi, this is Detective Senior Constable Simon Joyner from Homicide. How you doing? Good. Listen, I'm after a list of perhaps recent lettings of warehouses or factories. Okay, great. Thank you very much. 3 of them. Fantastic. Can you give me the details of those? Can I call you back? Thank you. Hi, yeah, I'm after a list of commercial properties. Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah, sure. Can I get some more information on that? Really? How long was that lease? 3 months. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
A round of applause for Sparksy and his little mate.
Simon?
We checked with the surrounding warehouses. There were a lot of comings and goings of a car that matches the one that was parked in Charlie Whitmore's garage.
No sight of the van?
Not that lucky.
We've got a surveillance team watching them now. Buggers are in there. I bet my right arm on it.
Oh, thank you, Senior Sergeant. So another day, another raid.
Rick, eyes front, mate.
Yeah, just take a leap, boss.
No, cross your legs. We're in the middle of a briefing. Sit. Sit.
From right now until we hit that warehouse, no one goes anywhere, calls anyone, does anything alone. including P. Am I clear?
No point pissing about. We're going to hit this place straight away.
All in position.
Be my guest.
All go. Go.
Let's go, come on.
Geez, that was dumb. It's an armoured van.
Hey, Fatso, what's happening? You should have seen him before he lost 9 kilos.
Brown's not here, he's still on the loose somewhere. Spread out in pairs, lines of sight. Go.
Police! We got you here, they're alive!
Danny, oi. I think we found what your boss has been looking for. Gold.
It's clear. He's done a Houdini. No sign of him anywhere.
Takes photos with every mobile unit in the bloody city. You won't get far.
Well, he's done a pretty good job of avoiding us so far.
Well, you got your gold, Terry. We've got a murderer to catch.
You're welcome to keep my guys on it for a bit. I'll give Mulholland the good news, as per our deal.
Yeah, your credit, Terry, as per our deal.
Ernie, you stay here for a bit. Good work, mate.
All right. Uniforms will need to secure the perimeter until AGB can arrange for the removal of the gold. I want 2 people inside the factory with that bullion until that happens. Everyone else focused on finding Brown.
Okay, so, volunteers.
Their eyes follow you around the room, eh? How much do you reckon one of these is worth? No, just one.
I got no idea.
A lot.
So what, you're just going to let your mate skip off and leave you to wear this, are you?
Where is he? Where did he go? Where has he gone? Your mate. Has he got a tip-off? That's it. He's got a tip-off and he didn't tell you.
What a shame. All that work and nothing to show for it. All the planning and preparation.
It's nice gear. It's very high-tech.
Where was it bound, all that gold, eh?
Screw you, fatso.
Oh, whack him,
Not very nice.
prick.
Okay. We believe your mate Brown had a source. Mr. Kerner, we believe that's how he managed to stay in front of us. He killed Antonovich, killed the Whitmores.
You want to help us with that instead?
I won't be helping you with nothing, fatso, nor you streak of piss.
Streak of piss. I've been called a streak of piss before, Wilton.
Nice. Very nice.
I think I prefer fatso.
You know, I think Mr. Acuna doesn't understand how serious we are, Stanley. I think this is going to be a long...
Problem? No, no problem.
I think there is.
I saw your face when my boss mentioned a source. I think you're that source. I think you've been ratting us out.
That's crap.
You were there when Matt put the finger on Wicker.
So were you. So were the others.
You were the only one who snuck out to use her mobile phone.
You got balls. Not often found here in the women's toilets. Look, I did not rat anyone out. Okay? But I'm not about to either.
So, what's the problem?
My boss was paranoid about you guys stiffing us. So he told me to let him know as soon as any info came through. When the thing about Wicker came up, I came in here. I called him.
Jarvis?
Yeah. But I couldn't raise him. So I called someone else. But he wouldn't rat us out. He wouldn't.
Hey, catch. Calabrese, put it down. It's evidence.
Sorry, mate.
About what?
About this, Sunshine. Get his gun.
Mate.
Get his bloody gun.
Tell uniforms to stay put. Do not move on the factory till we get there. We don't want Calabrese to know that we're onto him. Terry, we found our insider. Get to the factory.
But you're the rat.
Mole, more like. I'd say you've done your dash as a copper, Ernie. I need a bigger share now. Disappear.
What about him?
99.
No, sorry, mate. A couple $100 grand in an offshore account, that's one thing. But a dead copper, that's something else entirely.
Don't go soft on me, Ernie.
I'm sorry, mate.
Leave it.
Bloody idiot! This side! Your bread's buttered this side!
Now then. Oh dear, oh dear. Call it a misunderstanding. I wasn't going to shoot you right then. I was going to politely request your assistance in loading the van. Bloody Acuna smashing that forklift.
There'll be a dozen police outside of this place, mate.
And it's an armoured van, dummy. Who dares wins. Hey? Make it to a small airfield, light plane. PNG's still possible.
You won't make it to an airfield, mate.
I'll give it my best. Shot. That'll do. We want the plane to be able to take off, don't we? This time. You little shit.
Police! Put down the gun. Drop it.
Bloody hell. It's the Magnificent Seven.
Put it down.
And lose my advantage. Dream on, son. I'm putting Boy Wonder here in the van with me and we're leaving.
Personally, I'd rather you shot the prick.
Yeah, right. I could kill this prick.
It's all right. Give him some room. He's in shock. Yeah. There you go, son. Put this on you. Keep warm.
Yeah, it's still a pulse.
You'd be better off if there wasn't.
Queen ambulance, man.
I can't believe we didn't pick it.
Why? We didn't.
on.
Yeah, I need an ambulance now. At the old goods factory on Leonard Street in Westport.
Don't think I might have jumped the gun there, Stan.
I don't think you did, Terry. I don't think anyone would say that you did.
Bloody Jarvis, eh? Bang. No hesitation.
The man's a mongrel.
Well, I'll speak to you.
Maybe that's not a bad thing to be sometimes.
How was Lachlan? Calabresi's still critical. How long has been on the take?
Don't know. This wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, well, everything's down to him now. From the gangland murders to global warming.
Maybe you're right. You'd be better off dead.
Back in a tick. Simon, you all right?
Splinters in the back of my head. Pain in the neck. You guys cut it a bit fine.
Oh, we need to keep him entertained with your bad jokes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Man in a coffin.
Man in a coffin who?